Welcome to the App Showcase, where we review Microsoft-related apps primarily from the App Store. In support of our customers' need to do market research on apps such as these, SV MacPack started recording our review of these apps. We're a certified veteran-owned and HUBZone consulting firm supporting the U.S. federal government. We hope these reviews help you as well. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Mini Calendar Lite app from the Microsoft App Store. As always, I'll move fast, pointing out what I like and what would make me hesitate to recommend this app to my customers. My goal is to be as candid as I would be if just talking to my own team about this app. Hopefully the review helps you and perhaps even provides good feedback to the publisher of this app. Let's go ahead and get started by going to the SharePoint site, actually the Microsoft App Store site for this app. As always, I'm just going to cruise through from the top left to the bottom right and take a look at what they say on the App Store. I noticed right away they have no stars for ratings, and so that means no reviews as well. They talk about a free trial, and then the price is $99, which is awesome. I'm not quite sure what site license means also, because down below when I did some research, it says here that it's unlimited usage within your online tenant. So that could be a lot of users. Anyways, let's keep on going down. They clearly have been doing updates on this. I mean, they haven't updated since 2015 when they probably got it right, but they definitely have worked on it. They talk about fixes here, which is good. It's good information to be able to address their app. They talk about some of the stuff that they do. They have a mini calendar. They call it a mini calendar, but you'll see in a minute that it actually is mini or expands to fill the space you want, which is really cool. So that's a value add to a mini calendar, I would say. Here it's just describing some of the features that it has, multiple calendars from the current site. One thing I was a little confused about what they wrote in their descriptions here was that, where's the site collection? Right here. It says aggregation of events from calendar lists within the current site collection. I'm not quite sure how they do that since currently it only supports the site level, the single site you're on. Still, it's a pretty handy little app, I think. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pictures. This is the last thing. There's no description, but basically they're showing that the calendar is white. Today's date is November 8th. That's why it's light blue. And then anytime you have an event, they have it as dark blue with the number of events in there. So that's pretty good, especially once users start getting used to it. Oh, this is interesting. I hadn't seen. Oh, okay. They're just showing that they're picking two calendars. That's not what it looks like to us as a user. Here they're showing how the 10 events come up and are displayed. I'll show you that in a minute. Here's how you can change the look and feel, the theme to a different color. And I'm assuming this, does the same thing for those of you who like lime green. Maybe I'll bring that back for St. Patrick's Day in March coming up. Let's go ahead and take a look at this calendar and see how intuitive it is. I'm on the homepage for the site I want to work on. I'm going to go to site contents. Remember, this is not training. This is just a quick overview, so I definitely will be moving fast. Here's the 3 apps that they have that I'm actually demoing at various stages. So the one I want, though, for today is this Calendar Lite. Okay, so when we click in here, you'll see it's got a marketing pitch about the company, and then it has instructions here. And basically it's saying just put an app part on your page and you're off to the races, and it's telling you a little guidance. One thing I really like here is a known issue. Here's the issue. It's a risk we had to accept, but here's the fix. A temporary fix for sure, but they provided that. I thought that was such a handy little thing. I wish a lot of people would do that. If they know they have an issue, just provide the temporary fix, even if you can't fix the actual app. So, okay, so let's go do what it says. It's telling us to go back to the page and put our calendar on there. So I'm going to come back up here and go to the home page. Going to edit this page. Let's go ahead and add that app part. Insert app part. And this one is the Mini Calendar Lights. Let's go ahead and add that. Okay, the first thing you see is it's a mini calendar. It looks good so far to me. I like how it's got the month pretty clear, and you can move through the days. I'm assuming this is month, but we'll figure this out in a second. So let's go ahead and edit a little bit. They got a, okay, so they just have kind of a tooltip on their name, which is fine. Edit the web part. That's how you manage this app part. Let's go ahead and change this to Neil's roll-up calendar. That's all you need to do on that particular part, because what they do is the mini calendar right here. I'm going to expand it, and then I'll zoom in for you. So their entire calendar is configured right here in the web part. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing it said was choose your calendars and put their names in here. So I believe the name of my calendar is App Showcase Calendar, and a quick way for me to test it is to hit apply. When I hit apply, it should refresh the page. Okay, that's funny. It couldn't get the data and that's my fault because I have the wrong. Let's go back to our main place. I had the wrong name for the calendar. Site content. My calendar is called Calendar App Showcase. Okay, I got that way wrong. Let me zoom in here really quick. I did like this though. I put a wrong calendar and it's giving us an error. That was an unintended test that I was doing. It's telling me that it doesn't exist. That's really good communication coming back from the app to the user. So this one was called Calendar App Showcase is the first one. Again, I'll hit apply. There you go. You see it's blue now. It's got the little 2, the number 2 right there. So it's showing us it's got 2 events. Let me add a couple of more calendars in there. They said use a semicolon. And my other calendar is called 2 because I got really creative with my names, and this one's called 3. Let me go ahead and hit OK. Now you see a bunch of other events in there. Before I go too far, I just want to save this and try a couple of things out for us. Okay, so the first thing is, so this is a cool little mini calendar. It's rolling up other calendars into one. I really like that. That's handy. If I hover above it and click, this is what happens. It pops up, shows me the events for the day. That's hilarious. So I'm hoping this goes away if you pay for it, but that little logo on the bottom takes you to their site. In my customer's environment, I would not want that to be there. It doesn't stop the calendar from being nice, because I'm sure you could reach out to a vendor like this and ask them to just get rid of it. Same thing, we just click on it, we see the events. This is nice. If I go to April, I don't have any events there, but if I hit today is what I was trying to see, will it take me back? And it does. It takes me right back to today. So that's nice. I think it should be smaller, though, because I was confused on today and the 2 arrows going back and forth. But now it makes sense that those arrows are the months going forward. And then it's got our title going forward. I'm not sure what happens when you click on this, so I'll give it a shot. Okay, so when you click on it, it takes you to just the guidance. And actually, let's go ahead and edit this page now a little more. I like this app. So far, I have no concerns with it except for that logo, which is very minor to me because I think it could be addressed. I'm editing the web part. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Come on over here. Okay, so we have the title. One thing, just checking how they did this. So the title URL, I'm curious if I can just take the title URL right back to the site. Okay, so I'm going to do it right there. And in fact, let's just leave it like that for a moment. SharePoint mini calendar. So here you can edit the description, I think, that I saw that was coming up there. Let me see if I move my arrow. Yeah, so you can change it, and that's fine. So that allows you to be able to do stuff. We're going to come on down here, catalog icon. That's all basic stuff. Let's come back to their mini calendar. The last part that we were looking at, and I want to scroll out so you can see this. I lost my calendar because I've got too much open. Hold on. Let me close some of this stuff so you can see the calendar. There you go. Makes it easier to see now when I make changes. So first thing is, if we change it to 24-hour format, updated the calendar. I wonder if it lets me see it right here. There you go, 1300, 1700. That works perfect for everybody who likes the 24-hour format. That was really easy. Here you can choose whether you just want the title, description, etc. And then the last one I want to show, because the way they have it is the dynamic width. I'll go ahead and hit OK on this. And I'll hit save now and just come back to the page, because I'm liking this. I definitely will recommend it to my customers to take a look at. But look how nice that calendar looks. It's a really straightforward calendar. It's got the month. You know, you really can get rid of this calendar title. It doesn't even really belong there. The ability to shift around your dates are really easy. You know, when the events load back up, it looks good. So this is a really good app, even though it's having a little challenge there coming back to loading it. But as a recap, I'm recommending you download this app for a more thorough evaluation within your own organization. I hope you found this review useful as you evaluate various apps available to you and your organization. Please provide me with feedback in the comments. Let me know how I can make the App Showcase channel and these reviews more useful to you. Feel free to even suggest apps that we should review, and we'll work to get them on the schedule. Finally, if you found this review helpful, please share a note about it on one of the social media platforms, or just give it a thumbs up. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join again for other reviews.